Right now, you probably have thousands of movies, millions of songs, and an endless river of videos just one tap away, and yet you still get bored. But here's something that will mess with your head. For nearly 300,000 years, ancient humans had none of that. No phones, no music, no books, no jobs, nothing to scroll, nothing to binge, nothing to kill time with. And still, they were almost never bored. That's not a guess. Scientists who study hunter-gatherer societies have found something strange. Boredom, the way we feel it today, barely existed. So what did they know that we've completely forgotten? Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain feels restless and how people with nothing figured out something we with everything still can't. First, let's get one thing straight. Boredom isn't just having nothing to do. That's what most people think. But it's actually the opposite. Boredom is when your brain wants stimulation and can't find anything worth focusing on. It's a signal, a craving. Your mind saying, "This isn't interesting enough, give me more." Now here's the twist. That craving only becomes a problem when your brain gets used to constant, easy, high-speed stimulation. And ancient humans, their brains were never trained that way. Think about it. Today, if you wait 10 seconds for a video to load, you feel annoyed. 10 seconds. Ancient humans could sit and watch a fire burn for hours and feel completely at peace. Why? That's where it gets interesting. Because their entire world was built in a way that made boredom almost impossible. And it comes down to three things modern life has quietly destroyed. Let's break them down one by one. And the third one is the reason most people today feel empty even when they're entertained. Reason number one. Their days were full of real stakes. For ancient humans, almost everything they did had a direct connection to staying alive. Finding food wasn't a hobby. It was the difference between eating and starving. Making a tool wasn't a craft project. It was the reason they could hunt tomorrow. Reading the weather, tracking an animal, finding clean water. Every single task mattered. And when what you do actually matters, your brain locks in. Psychologists call this flow. That state where you're so focused, you lose track of time. You felt it too. Maybe while playing a game or deep in a project you cared about. Hours vanish. You forget to check your phone. You forget to eat. Ancient humans lived in that state almost every day. Not because they were special, but because their environment demanded it. Now, compare that to us. Most of our daily tasks feel disconnected from anything real. You answer emails that don't matter. You attend meetings you'll forget. Your survival is basically guaranteed. Food is in the fridge, the door is locked, the heat is on. And ironically, that safety is part of the problem. When nothing you do feels urgent, your brain starts searching for stimulation. And that search is exactly what boredom feels like. But survival wasn't the only thing keeping their minds engaged. The second reason is something we've almost completely lost, and getting it back might be the key. Reason number two, their world was never the same twice. We imagine ancient life as repetitive. Wake up, hunt, sleep, repeat. But that's completely wrong. Nature is one of the most unpredictable environments that has ever existed. The weather shifted constantly. Animals moved to new areas. Plants changed with the seasons. A river that was safe last month might be flooded today. Every hunt was different. Every day brought new problems to solve, new terrain to read, new decisions to make. Their brains were built for exactly this. The human mind evolved to crave novelty, new information, new patterns, new challenges. In the wild, that craving was fed naturally, all day long. Now here's the uncomfortable part. Modern life gives us fake novelty. Every time you scroll, you get a tiny hit of new. A new video, a new post, a new headline. It feels like variety, but it's shallow. It doesn't require anything from you. You consume it and forget it in seconds. Real novelty, the kind ancient humans lived in, engages your whole mind. Fake novelty just numbs it. And the more fake novelty you consume, the more boredom you feel when it stops. It's a trap. The very thing you use to escape boredom is what makes you more bored than ever. Which brings us to the third reason. And honestly, this is the big one. This is the thing ancient humans had that we've almost entirely thrown away. Reason number three, they were never truly alone. Ancient humans lived in small, tight-knit groups, usually somewhere between 30 and 150 people. And these weren't just people they lived near. These were people they depended on for their lives, every single day. Their entertainment wasn't a screen, it was each other. Storytelling around the fire, singing, dancing, teaching the young ones, passing down myths and memories, laughing, arguing, celebrating, grieving together. And this is huge, because human connection is the deepest anti-boredom tool that exists. When you're fully present with people you love, boredom simply doesn't show up. There's always a story, always a joke, always a moment. Here's what the science says. Loneliness and boredom are deeply linked in the brain. In fact, many researchers believe a lot of what we call boredom today is actually disguised loneliness, a hunger for real connection that we try to fill with screens instead of people. And think about how we live now. We're more connected than any humans in history, and lonelier than ever. We text instead of talk. We watch other people live instead of living ourselves. We scroll through 100 faces and feel nothing. Ancient humans had a fraction of what we have, but the little they had was real. And real, it turns out, is exactly what the human brain is starving for. So let's put it all together, because this is where it gets a little uncomfortable. Ancient humans were never bored, not because they had more to do, but because everything they did was meaningful, unpredictable, and shared. Meaning, novelty, connection. Those are the three things the human brain needs to feel alive. And ancient humans had all three, built right into their daily existence, for free. We, on the other hand, have replaced all three with substitutes. We swapped meaningful work for busy work, real novelty for endless scrolling, deep connection for shallow likes. And then we wonder why, surrounded by more entertainment than any humans in history, we still feel so empty. Here's the strange truth. Boredom isn't a sign that you need more stimulation. It's a sign that you need more meaning. Your brain isn't broken. It's working exactly as it was designed. It's just living in a world it was never built for. So maybe the ancient humans weren't the primitive ones after all. Maybe in the one thing that matters most, how to actually feel alive, they were far ahead of us. If this changed the way you think about your own boredom, you're going to love the next video, where we uncover what ancient humans did at night, in total darkness every single day. Trust me, the answer is stranger than you think.